Hey, this is Stephen Burnley from Wargames, and I want to talk about Team Liquid. Unable to play with their 5th steal due to the Major's roster rules, Liquid was forced to play with their coach Zews as a stand-in. While doing so, they exceeded most people's expectations and made it through to the new Legend stage. I'm going to talk about how and why Liquid performed so well at the Major with a player who's essentially premier level. But first, let's talk about Dota 2. In Dota 2, players on a team are organized by the resources that they have and need. Position 1 is your hard carry, and as such requires the most resources. The position 5, of course, is the opposite. Now obviously, for this to have any bearing on CSGO, we have to define what resources are, which can be nebulous at best. Utility, guns, positioning, and support from your teammates are all things I would consider resources in-game. Now, the most important thing to remember is Zews will lose every fair aim duel, and plenty of advantageous aim duels. They can almost never count on him to win a fight, especially when playing against a team like FaZe. This is going to dictate a lot of the decisions Liquid makes regarding his play. The major ways that they use Zews are to drop guns and to push for info plays. One more thing to get out of the way. Obviously, Nitro not having the in-game lead contributed to his performance, which was a big reason they made it as far as they did. Not much to analyze there. Here is Liquid's first buy round at round 6. Zews and Twists are retaking the A site at a man disadvantage, and you can see him swing wide on every engagement. He tries to take aggro away from Twists on the first engagement, then swings way further than most players would looking for info, because he doesn't expect to win the aim duel. He ends up winning it anyway, and they win the round. On round 7, you can see Zews holding a shallow angle on construction to try and draw aggro so that Twist can swing. Unfortunately, this doesn't work, as they do a contact play out monster in construction at the same time, and win both aim duels. Round 8 is the first time we see Zews on the CZ on a full buy round, which is something that happened a lot during the event. According to HLTV, Zews got 46 kills with the CZ, which is the second highest amount of the event, after the AK with 52. Zews and Nitro push through this construction smoke and take advanced positions in water, which they did frequently throughout the match. Zews takes a one-and-done spot in an attempt to trade out. He sits and listens for a while, then pushes. Now this is exactly how you want to use your coach if he's standing in. Liquid is getting pressured on A, and they want to cheat a rotate over, but they can't because that would leave B vulnerable. Knowing that Zews would be lucky to trade 1-for-1 with his resources and skill, they have him push. Once they ascertain that no one is anywhere near B, they can rotate almost all of their players over. And while Liquid has a solid A hold and probably didn't need that info anyway, it's exactly how you want to play around like this. Playing the probabilities and using their info perfectly to fully utilize their stand-in. On T side, Liquid plays Zews alone on the B side of the map. This makes sense, as it allows him to hide behind his utility usage, as that area is incredibly hard for CTs to aggress. On round 22, Liquid runs a perfect force strat, where Zews comes through connector and swings wide, taking aggro. Then Twist swings and picks up an easy frag. This is something we've seen a lot so far through this demo, Zews forcing enemies to direct their attention towards him so his teammates can pick up easy frags. Then on round 23, Zews plays it perfectly, taking control of T-Monster as well as connector, then moving up and joining his team. Overall, Liquid did an excellent job of maximizing Zews where they could, and hiding him where they couldn't. Look for these kinds of setups when teams are playing with low fragging stand-ins, and even when teams are playing with non-fragging IGLs. The kind of trade setups that they use will probably be run, because they're the best way to maximize a player like Zews. Unfortunately, a game plan like this usually doesn't lend itself to long-term success, as it's pretty easy to counter-strat it by holding for aggression and learning when and where they push and where the stand-in plays. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to sub, check us out at wargames.gg, on Twitter at wargamesgg, and I'm there as well at Stephen Burnley.